Hello everyone, and today we're back with another Loomian Legacy PvP video, and today we're going to be showcasing Specialty Gloves Vesperatu. I'm going to be running a Brawny Nimble set with the Specialty Gloves as my item to hit really hard, and I got Haro, Gnarly Gash, Shadow Sprint, and Slash. Slash is there so I can 2-hit KO to Clips with the gloves, and 3-hit KO Cephalops if they're not melee defensive. I got Awakening as my ability. Yes, Vesperatu's secret ability used to be Sharp Claws, but it was removed to be Demanding. And Demanding is not that good on Vesperatu. But Awakening is still a very good ability on Vesperatu, as it can actually boost damage on Haro and Gnarly Gash. So, we're going to see how it does. I have 200 in the melee attack, 200 in the speed, 20 in the energy puts the energy at 250, and then 80 in the health is leftovers. The team I have around Specialty Gloves Vesperatu is I have Restrictive Armor Loomian. I got Terror Claw as an immovable object. I got Defensive Grubby Line to place Poison Barbs. I got Rancior as a hard-hitting ranged attacker. I got Pyrolin as my ranged tank. And I got Stall Necky to stall. So, out of the way, let's see how Specialty Gloves Vesperatu does in battle. Alright, we're into battle number 1 with Gloves Vesperatu. This is technically battle number 2 because my first battle, my PC froze, so I kind of can't use that battle. There's its Eclipse. Well, that is not good. Oh, and the Dorgo. Okay. If that is a Boots Dorgo, well, I'm screwed. So hopefully it's not a Boots Dorgo. It might be Elusive Borealis, because that thing could have Poison Barbs. I'll bring you, because you could live 1 Dark Surge, and I'll bring as my last Loomian. Do I bring Pyrolin? Or do I bring you? I kind of don't know. I'm kind of screwed versus the Gargolem if I'm not careful. Yeah, I gotta bring you to at least try to get rid of hazards if I can. So yeah, that Eclipse is not very ideal. I did not want to see a Eclipse today. Thankfully, I do have Slash on Vesperatu. So that is something good. And I have a Terror Claw. So, Eclipse isn't the worst thing in the world, but it is something I'm going to have to be very worried about if it gets out of control. Especially if Gargolem defense gets hazards up. So, we're going to see how this goes. I'm going to lead with Loomian and try to get some momentum early. Leads with Gargolem. I don't want to think about this too much. I just want to Frost Beam and get as much damage onto Gargolem as I possibly can. Because he's going to try to get hazards up. Yeah, he's getting hazards up. Yeah, let's just try to deal with it. He's trying to set up for Eclipse. Yeah, that's a 2-hit KO, thankfully. That is a 2-hit KO, I hope. I hope it is. I'll go for another Frost Beam. Yep, he's just going for the Lyra Barb. So, I could go into Pyrolin at any time to get rid of those hazards. That's a good thing. I can go into Pyrolin at any time in Mudslide. Nice. Gargolem defense is dead. But he is putting pressure early. If he goes to Eclipse, I'm Mudsliding. I don't care. I'm going to go Pyrolin and immediately Mudslide and then immediately switch. Oh, I didn't want Dorgo in now. I'm going to Flash and Play. Draco Beam? It's not going to do that much damage yet. So I can actually escape the Dorgo. Nice. I can escape the Dorgo. He holds on to the Clutch Plushie. I could try to... I can go Vesperatu and Shadow Sprint. Shadow Sprint is indeed free here. And I don't care if he goes into Eclipse, because guess what? My Vesperatu is still very much alive. Shadow Sprint, the Dorgo. Nice! I forced Eclipse. Or I forced Tyrex. Oh, I don't want Tyrex. I did not want Tyrex there. He knew I was going to Shadow Sprint. So... I'm going to go back into Loomian. I want to see if I can get my... I want to see if I can get rid of those hazards. Because those hazards are going to be very annoying. Especially if he does have that Eclipse in the back. That's going to do nothing because he's not Vice Jaws. I'm going to Flash and Flay. Nice. Earthquake. Going to do nothing. He really wants to keep those hazards up. Which is really scary. But I think Pyrolin can live a hit. So, I'm relying on that, because I want to get rid of these hazards ASAP. Mudslide. Mudslide hazards. Yep. No more hazards. Unless he has another air type. Which he doesn't, so nice. There goes the hazards. No more hazards for me. So that puts me in a pretty decent position. I'm going to go into Terraclaw. Because Terraclaw is the best option here. I could get Bird, which is a little scary, but I'm not that scared of it. I can go Terraclaw at 2 at KO. Landslide will not do that much. I could even go for something like a bulk up here, actually. I'm going to double out into... No, I don't want to go Luma. I just want to... Let's Baneful Bash and see if I can catch a poison. He stayed in and magnified. Okay, he's staying in and magnifying. He's trying to take this matchup for some strange reason. Don't know why he's going for this, but okay. I'm going to Cyclone Slam. He Soul Bursted. I hope I don't get 2 hit KO'd. Because I kind of need Terraclaw still. So I hope I don't get 2 hit KO'd. This is a tough match. I don't know why he's not going into Tyrex. I guess he's trying to overload Terraclaw. I guess that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to overload it. I should have just went for the bulk up, honestly. Hullstorm, how much? Oh my god, it does so much. And that's not going to catch the KO. Oh no, it did. It did, right? Okay, it did. If he goes Luma... Yeah, I gotta switch, in case he has to clip still. Yeah, that was not ideal. Please go Tyrex, don't go Dorgo. Okay, he knows. He's going Dorgo. Oh, no. I can go Pyrolin, though. Pyrolin can come in. And Pyrolin can go for a move here. So Draco Beam, he hits it, because of course. But I am range defensive, so yeah, he doesn't quite get the Oko here. So I'm going to go for the Fire Breath. Dodge. Nice. I wish I'd Shrewd Blast. Yay! Wish I had a Shrewd Blast. Fire Breath again. Goes for another Draco. Of course he hits it, but at least the Dorgo is dead. Wow, Pyrolin barely lived, but the Dorgo is dead. Woo! Dorgo is dead. Tyrex is going to be kind of scary, but I could Flash and Flay. So it's not the end of the world. I could switch back into my other thing. I can keep Pyrolin. How many Loomians does he have left? He has 2 left. So Vesperatu's in a pretty good position if his last one's not to Clips. But do I predict to Clips? If he had to Clips, he would have brought it in already. So I feel like he does not have to Clips. He would have brought it in a long time ago if he had it. Thunder Chomp's not going to do that much. If he had to Clips, he would have brought it in a long time ago. I'm going Vesperatu, and I'm going to try to destroy something with gloves. Yeah, let's go into the Showcase Loomian and go for big old Haro. That's going to do a lot of damage to the Hyrex. If not, defeat it altogether. Doesn't quite catch the Oko. Because he is defensive, but it does no damage in return. That's going to be another Haro. Say goodbye to the Tyrex. And I still have my Luminami alive for the Borealisk, if his last one's Borealisk. Which it is Borealisk, so... yeah, that plays kind of obvious. The rest of my Loomians are kind of weak, though, so I kind of gotta weaken Borealisk first. Undermine. Well, that's good, because guess what? I can go for a Shadow Sprint. I can go for Flash and Flee on this turn. That isn't going to do that much, because I am the... okay, critical hit. Okay, not very ideal. Critical hit's not very ideal. Vesperatu, you're going for Shadow Sprint. Yeah, I just Shadow Sprint a couple times, so yeah, we're good. We Shadow Sprint this turn to go through Undermine. Here's a Shadow Sprint. Nice, that's a 2-hit KO. He undermines again. I sack a Loomian here. Yep, I sack the Pyrolin. And yeah, we win now. We win with Vesperatu. That's why I have Shadow Sprint, because you never know when it actually comes in handy. So yep, we sack the Pyrolin. That thing is dead. Almost to 5-0. Couldn't quite get it, but that is alright. Because he actually did not bring the Teclips, which is perfectly good for me. That's actually a pretty good first battle for the Specialty Gloves Vesperatu. Still hits very, 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 very hard. There's another Shadow Sprint, and say goodbye to the Borealis. Let's head into battle number 2. Battle number 2 with Gloves Vesperatu, and this is going to be a very interesting battle because there is a Billaforge. Billaforge can burn me, so I'm going to have to be very, very, very careful against it. I'm going to have to be careful of Billaforge altogether, actually. And Zulong. Zulong is actually something I got to be careful with as well. So, yeah. I'm going to bring... Do I bring my Stalnecki? No, because there is an Umbrat. I would bring you. Oh, yeah, that is really rough. I can bring you, though. And, yeah, you not only can you wall them, I can also do some work against some of the other Loomians. Yeah, I gotta bring you for the Nemesis. So, yeah. I'm gonna lead off with Luminami and see if I get a good matchup. Don't be Nemesis. It's Zulong. Okay. He's going to pivot. Yeah, he's going to pivot into something. I'm just going to go Terror Claw and not think about it too much. I'm just going to go Terror Claw because I don't want to get hit by a Zip Zap. I'd rather get hit by a Zip Zap on this. He actually just Ancient Roar. That is actually not terrible because I don't take any damage and I'm probably going to switch out of this anyway. So, that's not the worst start in the world. Goes into Gremmuline. So, Gremmuline could have Luster Loot, but I also have Vesperatu. So Vesperatu can come into Gremmuline. And I can actually hit decently hard with this. Thing is, I'm going to have to play Vesperatu very carefully. I'm actually going to switch into Luminami, predicting Billow. I'm going to predict Billaforge. I know he has it. I know he has Billow. If not, he has Luster Loot. Yeah, Billaforge, don't you? Oh, he went into Umbrat. Well, I'm just going to Flash and Flay, because I know I left the hit. Yep, I left the hit, so that's going to do nothing. Yeah, nice. There's the Flash and Flay. Very interesting that he swapped Umbrat in that situation. I did not think he was going to do that, honestly. And isn't this just a free Haro or Gnarly Gash? Yeah. I just see this as a free Haro. I don't see it any other way. That's a 2-hit KO on Umbrat. And I get the poison. Does he fade away? He does fade away. So he's not Gloves. And that does nothing. So the Umbrat is heavily chipped for later. Nemesis comes in. Now this is the scary Loomian. Boy, Slash is looking very good for this battle. Go into Pyrolin. I really have no other play here. I have no other play here. Wow, I actually have a range tank for once. I never thought I'd actually say that. And I'm gonna go for a... Rejuvenate, because that play is forced. Because if this guy gets low, I'm screwed. There is the Plasma. He could charge Arc me. I mean, he could charge Arc me. I think I'm just gonna Fire Breath. He goes for the Pestilence to trap me in. That's okay-ish. That's not the end of the world, because I can get a little bit of damage on the Plasma. And then I can force his Plasma off to heal. Yeah, that's actually doing a decent chunk. I'm going to go for a Peace of Mind this turn, and then I'm going to go for Rejuvenate. Yeah, Plasma off does not want to take this one-on-one. I don't necessarily want to take the one-on-one either. Uh-oh. Oh, he is Pestilence Provoked, so I'm just going to lose all my energy. And now he just spams Rejuvenate. Unless I get a critical hit, he just spams Rejuvenate now. Yeah, not very ideal. Ooh. I might be able to break through it, actually. I'm gonna go for it. Oh, yeah, he outspeeds me. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot he outspeeds me. But I get another Fire Breath off. And, yeah. A bird would be very nice right now. But I can use support moves again. So, I'm gonna go for a rest. I have one more turn of being trapped. Yeah, this is what makes Plasma very good, is that it can do stuff. It outspeeds a lot of the tanks, meaning it can actually provoke and do some work. And I can't heal this turn. I'll heal this turn, because if he tries to pivot out, I'm going to try to rejuvenate this turn. If not, I just switch out. Yep, he just provokes me. That's fine. But yeah, I got out of that really badly. At least I'm freed from the Pestilence. So I'm going to switch into Luma. I'm going to switch into Luminami, and yeah, Flash and Flea doesn't get blocked by Revoke. So I can kind of use that to my advantage, but my Pyrolin is not looking too good versus Nemesis. So, how am I going to hit Nemesis? That I'm not sure about. I'm going to have to think about that later. But for now, I'm just going to have to try to survive. So, he's going to probably rest. Or Pestilence, one of the two. He waited, okay. I'm going to go for a Wave Wrecker, actually. I'm actually going to go for a Wave Wrecker and try to get some damage on Plasma before Flash and Flaying. Okay, so his last move is Zip Zap. So I know his whole move set. Provoke, Rejuvenate, Pestilence, Zip Zap. I know his moves. There goes Umbrat. Umbrat dies. But now, how do I beat Nemesis? I mean, Terraclaw can come in once to Nemesis. Terraclaw can come in once on Nemesis. But if it predicts the Jet Stream, I am in trouble! So yeah! That is kind of problematic if he makes the predict. And he did make the predict, because he's smart. And yeah, that's a 2-hit KO. Unless I get a... Unless I parasitize it or something. Ronsador, can you live a hit? I don't think you do either. I gotta sack Pyrolin. Or go Luma. Yeah, Nemesis! Yeah, Nemesis can cook. Luma. I know he's Goggles, but I just do not have a swap. I do not have a swap at all. And Vesperatu doesn't live a hit either. I gotta let go of Pyrolin. Pyrolin has to die. Pyrolin has to die here. Pyrolin has to die here. Darn it, this sucks. And now it's all set up because of the Plasma. At least its energy's low. And he can't catch an Oko on Ronsador. So, that is good. I'm going to go for a Muck Blast, because that move is free. That's going to be a 2-hit KO, I hope. Yeah, it is a 2-hit KO, especially if I get the burn. I don't get the burn. And that does a lot of damage. And a Speed Fall, meaning that now it does outspeed me. Why? Well, goodbye, you! Goodbye, Luminami! You're gonna have to die, too! I'm gonna go for Flash and Flee this turn, because if he runs out of energy, I can go Vesperatu for free. So yeah, Vesperatu is a free swap-in. Terraclaw is still alive. Okay. We're in a situation now. We can bring in the Vesperatu. Vesperatu can come in for a KO. Yeah, Nemesis is OP. Go for Slash. That should catch the Oko on Nemesis. At least I hope it does. If not, then we're screwed. Please just let Nemesis go down. Just let Nemesis go down. No! No! Why? Why? That is a lot of damage, though. That is a lot of damage. Wow. I'm gonna go for another Slash. Into Zulong? Yeah, there's the Zulong. There's the Zulong. Takes a lot of damage from the incoming Slash. Gonna go into Terraclaw. Terraclaw comes in. Probably gonna go for the Zip Zap because, yeah, it's free. Oh, he just E-bursted. Okay, I get a free Para then. So Para's actually free here. Para's looking pretty good here. So I'm gonna go for a Parasitize for some health. He Ancient Roar's out. So he's not a Goggle Zulong. Good to know, he's not a Goggle Zulong. I need Terraclaw to get HP back for something else. We could still win this battle. Everything is chip. If I could get one more hit on Nemesis, I'll actually be in a decent position. If I could just get one more hit on the Nemesis, I'll be in a good position. Yeah, because his Nemesis is gloves. Or goggles. So, he goes into... Nemesis! Yes! Yeah. Free damage. This is perfect. I needed this. And I don't think he has enough. I don't think he has enough for a Jet Stream. I think he's barely short of a Jet Stream. I think he's short of a Jet Stream. Yeah, he's short! So I Painful Bash the incoming Plasmoth. Nice. Plasmoth takes a little bit of damage. And that is a critical hit. Poison? No poison. This Plasmoth's going to be kind of rough to beat, especially if he Pestilences his turn. If he predicts Vesperatu, that's a good play on his part. Will he make the predict on... I'm gonna go Vesp. It's risky, but I'm doing it. It's a forced play. I'm gonna play aggressively. Yes, he rejuvenated. Okay, so I made the right play there. So, the Haro play is looking very good here. Haro play is looking very good. He Pestilence for a lot of damage. Please catch the Oko. Please catch the Oko. I don't think it's enough, though. Not even close. But he is forced to heal. He is forced to heal, though. Vesperatu did enough. He is forced to Pestilence again. It's a forced play. Alright. Don't know how I'm going to be Gremuline and Zulong, but we have a position. We have a position to play. His Gremuline's going to take a hit from Baneful. He's forced to Provoke, which I don't have. I mean, I have Bulk Up, but that's kind of it. Nemesis can Jetstream, but my health is pretty high up. So I do live a Jetstream, but he goes Gremuline because he knows. And a Slapdown pretty much loses me the game on the spot. A Slapdown makes me lose a game on the spot. Big play right here. This is a massive play. This is a massive play coming right up. Rancidor is like my only play. I gotta hope for the best. Redemptive does... That did a little too much damage. And if he has Quick Punch, I'm screwed. If he has Quick Punch, I'm screwed. Muck Blast is still a good play, though. He does have Quick Punch. He does have Quick Punch. That is a GG's unless I... Unless I maybe bulk up. But yeah, he had Quick Punch and Redemptive Strike. And Rogue. So I'm going to Para in case I live somehow. Nope. Crit as well. That is a terrible battle number 2. That really did not go to plan. The freaking Nemesis. Let's head into battle number 3 with Vesperatu. Battle number 3 with Gloves Vesperatu. And something I've learned is that Vesperatu does not hit hard enough. So that is not very ideal. I mean, I could use you for Terra, but the problem is that one Drudge and I'm screwed. Do I have any way to get damage? Okay, I can bring you and then place Poison Barbs. But he has 2 air types. Especially if he's Gust Morphuser, which I don't think he is. I'll bring you for the strat. And I'll bring the, Beneki? Yeah, Beneki could heal. Beneki could heal. Or do I bring the Rancidor and outspeed threats? Thing is, it's that Terradescent. I want to get some stuff for that. So Terradescent doesn't immediately win. So do I bring... I don't know who to bring. I don't have any Boots Loomians to outspeed them. Do I just bring Beneki and hope I live a hit and then try to trap something in? I don't know. I think you're a good bring. We'll lead off with you. I hope he doesn't lead with any of its air types. He led with Deludrix. He's trying to set up Rain for something. I think I can live 1 hit. I hope. Yeah, I can live any one of your hits. Even if it's a Jetstream, I'm Poison Barbing. I don't care. I am doing this because it's a forced play. I need to put pressure on your team. And this is the best way to put pressure on your team. Wait. Did he not set up Rain? Oh, no, he did set up Rain. Okay, so he did set up Rain. I'm going to go Terraclaw, because Terraclaw can lift 1 Jetstream pretty well. So I'm going to go Terraclaw here, and I'm going to go for Para. There's another Jetstream, which does nothing. It's kind of crazy how little that does. It's crazy how little damage that does. It also shows how hard Nemesis hits. Oh my god, I still can't get over that Nemesis sweep. So I'm going to go for a Para here, because it's kind of a forced play. He is Jetstreaming for some strange reason, even though he could lose Deludrix. Don't know why he wants to take this matchup. That's why. It's because he knows he does decently into the team. At least his Clutch Plushie's gone. I want to save Terraclaw. I'm just worried it's going to make a Protect and mess me up. I'm going to go Rancidor. I was going to double straight up. Please be the right play. Don't be the wrong play. I think I made the right play. Unless I lose a speed, which I don't. Muck Blast is indeed free here. Yeah, Muck Blast is free. I don't care if he goes Strat. I don't care if he goes Strat. I don't care if he goes Stratosaur. I want to get rid of Deludrix. And now there's no more rain! No more rain. He just wasted all of his rain turns. I don't know why he did that. And now we got a layer of Poison Barbs up, meaning some of his threatening Loomians, like Levatros and Jalusa, are going to eventually go down to the Poison Barbs. Which sets up Vesperatu very well. And then against Morphezu, I outspeed unless it's Boots. And then for Stratosaur, if it's not Energy Surge, I do a lot of damage to it coming in. And then I Shadow Sprint it. So yeah, we're in a pretty good situation here. Vesperatu's looking good if I can get it into the game. That's always the hard part, getting Vesperatu into the game. So, let's see what he goes into here. He goes into Jalusa. The reason why he's going Jalusa is because Jalusa is threatening. I'm gonna go Luma. Yes, this guy can have Deep Freeze. But he is poison, so he is taking Chip no matter what. Uh-oh, Magnify. Thing is, Deep Freeze was not OHKO because it's a Jalusa. Jalusa really does not hit that hard. Which is kind of funny when you think about it. So I just Flash and Flee here and get some momentum. I Flash and Flee here and get some momentum, and then Gnarly Gash is free. Okay, he is being very greedy. That is very greedy going to +4 there. What if this is a very nimble Jalusa? What if this is a very nimble Jalusa, and then I just lose my Vesperatu? Usually they don't run very nimble, but you never know. People are nuts. Including people like me. So yeah. I do outspeed Jalusa. That should catch the OHKO. Nice. Say goodbye to the Jalusa. And the Jalusa did absolute deadly squat. As usual. Now, he could go more... I don't know what move he has. Because he lost the Deludrix. He lost... His Levatros can come in. Your Snack comes in onto Poison Barbs. I'm going to go for another Gnarly Gash and just try to do as much damage as I can. It's like he knows that I'm Specialty Gloves. Like, why would he make that switch in regardless if he knew I was Gloves? So I might as well just get a little bit of chip on your Snack. And now he's going to go into something like Strat. If he goes Stratosaur, I can go for a Thunder Chomp on Luma. Yeah, Stratosaur comes in. Also, this guy does outspeed, so it's not the end of the world. I can go with the Luma, go for a Thunder Chomp, give it a minus melee defense. There's a Magnify. Oh god, there's a Magnify. Here comes the Strat. Thunder Chomp needs to do a lot of damage here. I need a lot of damage on this. He stayed in again for another Magnify. Okay, so at least I get a Thunder Chomp off. I at least get a Thunder Chomp off. Okay. Luminami is a 1-hit KO. What I need to do is I need to sack a Loomian. Oh, he did not get Frail Armor. So he's the other variant. I'm going to go into... I'm going to sack Gremlin here. Gremlin is a good Loomian to sack because I need Luminami for Levatros. Need Luminami for Levatros. Alright, and Vesperatu can Shadow Sprint it. It also runs Seedor, can outspeed it if the Strat's not very nimble. But I'm not going to take that risk. I'm just going to go into Vesperatu. I mean, I have Vesperatu. I might as well use it. Shadow Sprint Glove should be enough to KO it. And now that it's Soul Bursted, if it doesn't perch, if he predicts the perch... Nope, he didn't. Goodbye. Goodbye for the, Goodbye for the, that guy. That guy dies. Alright. That's fine. Gremlin did its job. It got Slayer Poison Barbs up. And yeah, it did what it needed to do. Now we can go into Vesperatu and just Shadow Sprint you because, yeah, Shadow Sprint is free. I wonder what move I'm going to click. I wonder what move I'm going to click. Why would I go into a thing that's slower than it if I have priority? Yeah, that's why I have Shadow Sprint. That's why I have Shadow Sprint for situations like that. Now, is your last one Levatros? Now, do you have Levatros? I mean, you gotta have Levatros. Yep, I knew it. I knew you had it. I knew you had the Leviatros. And I don't want to necessarily use Gloves Vesperatu because he has a Yer Snack. He has a Yer Snack. So yeah. I'm going to go Luma on to Hypnotize. Well, I just Flash and Play then. He's really trying that play. Flash and Play. Yeah, Flash and Play is pretty much free. Because, yeah, I won't get stunned for a turn unless I get flinched, which I guess that could happen. And yeah, that's free momentum into Vesperatu, and yeah, there's nothing that your snack can do. Boy, I love Flash and Flee. This is going to be another KO for the Vesperatu. Yeah, Haro's free here. Haro is indeed free. Haro is indeed free. I don't fall asleep. Now let's go for the Haro. Haro is free. I think any Loomian dies. Yeah, there goes your snack. Your snack's dead. Have Luminami. Can I live a Expert Onslaught from Leviatros? That is an interesting test, honestly. Can I live an Expert Onslaught from Leviatros? I kind of want to see this count. Can I actually live that hit? I know Primal Slash doesn't get me, but will this... That is +4, I think. No, it's +3. Wow, that just O-coded it. Wow, Vesperatu, you hit very hard. That is most certainly something. That was most certainly something. But yeah, Gloves Vesperatu still hits very hard. And as you can see, my PC has frozen. So this is going to be the perfect end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be showcasing Vesperatu, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye-bye!